Hey everyone, got another knife review for you today. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Kershaw Skyline right here. First of all, I want to take a moment to say thank you to all my subscribers and all the people who leave comments on my page and on my videos. I really appreciate it. Please continue doing so. It really helps me out to tell me what I'm doing wrong, what I can improve on, and just makes me feel good about what I'm doing. So keep it up, and thank you for everything you guys are doing. Also want to say thank you. I got this knife from a friend. I really appreciate it. Absolutely love it. So thank you for that. So let's get right down to the knife. See some specs on it. The blade length is 3 1/8 inches long. Closed length is 4 1/4. Overall length is just a little over 7. Weight comes in at 2.3 ounces. The handle material is a G10, and the blade steel is a carbon Damascus. The liner is also made out of a 410 stainless steel. So when you look at this knife here, first thing you're probably going to notice is the Damascus blade on it. It has amazing swirl pattern here, and just looks great against the black G10. Very visually appealing knife. So this is just a different edition of the Skyline. You can get the regular blade steel from the factory from Kershaw, but this one came with a little blade steel makeup in here. It's an Alabama Damascus steel, high contrast, and gives you just the components that make up the steel. It was folded 5 times to make 416 layers, laminated to help prevent rust, and heat treated to 59 to 62 HRC. So pretty cool little note in there showing you what the steel is made up of. The Damascus comes in pretty close to a VG10 or a steel along those lines, so it really holds the edge. It is nice and sharp. You have the G10 handle here. It's a very nicely textured G10, not too aggressive, but definitely allows you to grip on it, wet or dry. See on the back here, the pocket clip. When I first got this, I didn't particularly like the pocket clip. I thought it was a little bit too tight, and the way the G10 is with any pocket clip, going in and out of your pocket, it kind of is rough on it, so it can kind of mess up your pocket if you're not careful. So one thing I probably wish Kershaw would have done was, sand down just where the pocket clip lies, so it's nice, smooth in and out. That's one thing they could have done. I wanted to move it down here for tip-up configuration. When I took the pocket clip off, it exposed the back end of the pivot screw, which was silver and not too appealing. I didn't really like the look of it, so I just brought it back up here to tip down. But when I put the pocket clip back in, I actually tightened the screws down a little too much, and I think one of my screws was a little bit too long and actually was pressing in on the blade and causing the knife to actually not open. So I just loosened up that pocket clip screw a little bit, and it works perfectly now. So just be careful if you do adjust your pocket clip to make sure it's not being pushed in too much and actually contacting the blade. So that's one thing to keep an eye out on. You have the G10 on the sides here. You also have the G10 little back spacer. It's nice. You do have a little bit of an opening here, so if you wanted to clean it, get a Q-tip in there or whatnot. I think this knife was really geared toward an EDC. That's why it's so light at 2.3 ounces. So I'm kind of curious why they didn't just make it a pillar construction. Just put 1 or 2 pillars back here. Would open the knife up, make it a little bit easier to clean, as well as making it a little bit lighter. But either way, it is really nice. Flip it over here, there's your liner. Actually, the liner's only on one side here. Just the side to lock the knife in place. And it does a great job. Nice secure lock up against the tang of the blade there. And there is no up or down or side to side play. And even after I've been carrying this for 2 weeks, nothing. It does have a flipper as the deployment method, and also thumb studs. The flipper is the best way to do it. It comes out nice and fast, not a problem. The thumb studs, it's actually quite difficult to get there. They're too recessed into the handle to actually get a good purchase on it and get it out. So I don't think they're actually intended to open the knife. There is this little groove here at the top of the handle which the thumb studs fit into. So I think it's more of a blade stop or blade catch is what those thumb studs are actually being used for. So that's not a big deal, but the thumb studs really aren't there to open the knife. So, but it's an overall very, very cool knife, very well constructed, and extremely light for EDC. I actually just replaced the speakers in my car and used it to make a mold, for the actual speakers, make a mount for it. So it comes in handy and is extremely sharp. I actually do a blade cutting test for you later for you guys to see how sharp it is. So, but overall, absolutely great knife. Would definitely recommend it for anybody who wants a nice EDC. And you can see the blade to handle ratio is nice. You have a nice long blade for how light it is. So it's definitely a well thought out and well constructed knife. So that's the Kershaw Skyline. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.